Hey, Galax here. So, today we got some ghosts. Call the Ghostbusters? No, call that Fox, because we're going to break this stuff down. We're going to go through the spreadsheet. We're going to go through the new limited time card, Richard Sherman, 95 overall. We'll see some of the sets and rerolls and stuff. So, let's get into it with Scary Terry first. The set master for the new Ghosts of Future. Now, this begs the question, next Wednesday, what are we going to get? Because we're getting a little teased by EA with their zero chill forecast. On Friday, there's 2 cold fronts moving in. The big cities that we're looking at there on that map on Friday will be Detroit and Houston. I know Cincinnati's kind of cut off there, but I said 2 cold fronts. So probably Detroit. That's probably Megatron, which is weird because it's also the day that the NFL 100 wide receivers release. So maybe we'll just get overloaded. I'd prefer, like, if we're going to get a crazy amount of NFL 100 wide receivers, why not just, chill a little bit on Megatron, release them a few days later instead of overloading us all at once for that, whereas like you give us maybe another position, another set master at that time. But it's kind of a small thing. It's not that big of a deal. Scary Terry, 95 speed, great on a theme team. Sadly, doesn't have a power up. I wish when they release the cards, they'd also release a power up for him, because that would be god tier power up. But you can put him John Madden Ken up to 96. Theme teams for a couple more speed. Washington's got pretty good skill positions, not bad. 440, a little pricey at the moment versus where we normally have 94s. The other 94 in game. CMC is sitting at 286. So we'll look at that in a second. That Terry Mclaurin, really good card. He's done pretty good for me in fantasy this year too. Sadly, I did not make my championship game or even the playoffs. I think I was the 3rd highest score. I missed it again. Sucks to be me. Lindstrom, 93 right guard. Right? Nothing really stands out there. Nothing too crazy. Devin Bush as a Steelers homer. I am very excited, especially the rookie premier upgrade. Again, no type of power up. His rookie premier sadly doesn't get the abilities. He doesn't get any power up for the. You can't put any physical chems on the rookie premier. I really hope they change that. I hope they upgrade these things. At least allow us to put some physical and abilities on the rookie premiers to make them, actually viable. But so far, like 94 hit power, 91 speed. You really do not hate to see that at all. 84 zone coverage is perfectly cromulent too. So Devin Bush, I like that card a lot, especially if you have the rookie mirror. It's a free upgrade. We'll get some gameplay. Second channel, link in the description for that one. Oh, we already got that one. And then Brian Burns is the last one. So there's not many of these things on the block. Not many people re-rolling for him, it looks like. So what if we can take advantage of that? Well, we'll talk about it. Brian Burns is kind of like an evolution of Peppers, I guess, with the Panthers. And speed and finesse move, right? So, like, off the edge, he will get you some nice little pass rushing pressure there, and a tall guy that's a pretty decent user with his speed. Impact block 83. I want to look for a zone 53. So, yeah, he can't play zone at all. Basically a rush off the edge and go for the passer. Not bad, or user. So, not a bad card. I'm not going to call any of these things budget because they're super expensive. So, not like a budget card, but a pretty solid overall pass rusher, especially for your theme team. So, with that done, we can look at the new 95 overall Sherman. And where is Sherman, right? He is not a future, so that means he's under zero chill, which means we can do that 78 plus reroll set for him, I would imagine. His price currently is at 920, not as nice as 420. But 95 overall Richard Sherman, he is only 89 speed, which is super unfortunate because most of this game, if you watch anybody play well, I mean, you know how much speed matters in this game. It just makes things so much glitchier, especially with zone kind of once it gets to 90, it's so little. It's not that much better. It gets a little bit better after 90. Don't get me wrong, but you kind of want to get there. 92. Oh, once you're over 90, man and press. Again, that's kind of like the threshold for better animations or better wins on the press and man coverage. So. Overall, lacking in speed. 6'3" is super nice, but man, you really do need speed in this game. And Sherman, unfortunately, doesn't have it. So even if you power him up, get your +3 from your John Madden and your Sprinter or Brawler or something, you're still looking only at 93. And guys with 99 speed are hitting it right now. Sherman just sadly ain't it. So basically, we're just going to try to roll for him and sell him on the block. We get some gameplay. He'd be solid like a cover 2 because of his height. But even in a cover 2, you're going to get thrown a lot of corner routes at you, and you have to be able to click on and get back there with speed. But maybe the height will make up for it a little bit. So we'll do that in a second. First, I want to go through reroll sets and kind of what's looking nice here in the store. What's looking nice? Not a whole lot. I mean, you can get glitchy with the one like I talked about, the 78 overall zero chill only player with kindling. We'll roll that a few times. The 93 Ghosts of Madden Future. This reroll set is here. Now, that is how you get the ghosts, and I hope in the future when we get more ghosts, whenever that happens, maybe next Wednesday, maybe we'll do it a few Wednesdays in a row, or maybe just sprinkle it out over the days, over the coming Friday, Saturday, Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday. Well, Tuesday will be Team of the Week. Thursday, we might, I think signatures is over, so I don't know what we're getting tomorrow, because every team just got their signature. They never said anything about signatures being over, so don't take that. Don't take that as, like, fact. They haven't said anything, but we got it. We finally got every single team got its signature card, with the last one being the Steelers, and what other team got last week. So anyways, so I don't know what they're going to do with that Thursday stuff going forward, because they only mentioned being flashbacks, heavyweights, and veterans being over. So, that 93 rerolls going for kind of what we expect the 93 rerolls. Surprisingly, it's lower than the 92 to 94 reroll set. But when we go to Ghost of Madden, we have a little set here for Scary Terry. And you get all three of them back nat. So, unlike the Smith set, you get three of them back instead of one. So, if we're going to go to our trusty handy spreadsheet, where we go the kindling for overalls, the zero chill price on them, and the coins per kindling, you see the best coin per kindling right now is those 93s, and obviously snipes will get you below those rates. But when you look at the Scary Terry set, so the set itself, if you get those cards for like 230k, which is kind of what I saw him for in the block, so if we go to like Lindstrom, he might be more because there's so few in the block, 220, 230, yeah, so if you get, oh wait, you guys aren't looking at the screen right now. So like Chris Lindstrom, 229, 230 to grab him. So I just said, all right, 230 times 3 to do this set here for Scary Terry. So that's 690. All right, 690 for Scary Terry to do the set. And then Scary Terry himself sells for like 400, maybe even like 420 I was seeing him sell for. And then you get 8,000 training back because that is the 93 overall kindling times 3 for 3 of them, and then cut in half because it is nat. So then you get 8,000 training. And 8,000 trainings, like, after this ratio is like 300,000 coins. So 420 plus 300,000, you're not really making that much of a profit, sadly. With tax involved, you're going to end up losing. So, sadly, no Scary Terry set profit for us unless something dramatically changes, but I don't see it dramatically changing. EA figured it out and they got us again. They didn't make anything glitchy there. So, set, not really worth doing and selling, in my opinion, as of right now. So, what does that leave us with? That leaves us with rerolls. Will rerolls get glitchy for us? Maybe. Am I going to end up doing the Scary Terry set? No. I am not going to do the Scary Terry set because a wide receiver right before NFL 100 comes out? Nah. Even though it's like, he's not exactly at, like, if you were down near kindling value, so his value right now is 420, I would buy him if he was at the CMC value, but he's got a long way to fall, and it's going to keep falling as this stuff keeps getting made over and over. But let's do some zero chill rerolls, and let's see if we can't get ourselves a Richard Sherman. So we are going to sit here with these kindling rerolls. You can do it with training too, but I got more kindling. All right, that's a terrible one. Terrible. I think with the 78s, because of how much more they are going, because if you look at the top of the spreadsheet, look how much coin per kindling the 78s are actually selling for. It's insane. It's like it's what, 20 over what they normally sell for, or they should be selling for. So I'm gonna list the golds on the block. I'm not gonna quick sell them. Obviously, if you want to do it faster, you just quick sell them back. But they go for what, 26 and 31 kindling. Not exactly the greatest. All right, we're getting some bad luck off the pop. 80, oh shoot! I thought it was bad luck. Then I get an 87. All right, 87s. That's worth re-rolling. I'm fine with that. I'm good with an 87. We're just going for our just, you know, a casual Richard Sherman 78 overall. Whenever they add new cards into the game, into reroll sets, in the past, this doesn't mean it's going to be likely in the future. In the past, that's when we've gotten these reroll sets to be kind of glitchy. So we're going to try it out. We're going to keep re-rolling for it. We've made a lot of coins on these in the past. We've lost some trying to experiment. So far, no good animations. A lot of rem jobs, sadly. So Remmers can go fuck himself. I hope he never shows his face again. And, you know, there's some good rem jobs, and he's a bad one. Another bad animation. Cora. Cora. The legend of Cora. So, what are you guys thinking about Ghosts? Like, I'm a little disappointed that it was so few of them. Only 4 of them came out, and then a limited Tyrell. Yeah, I guess we'll quick sell that. But the thing is, like, yeah, it's at quick sell price. It's at like 42. We can get 93s at 38 coins per kindling. But we'll stay where we're at. We'll keep it going. Yeah, no, only 4 of them out on a day. I feel like we should have gotten a bigger drop with Ghosts of Future here. But so, like, we can kind of expect this. If they do this, like, every other day going forward, if we can get this, like, Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, Sundays going forward for the next, like, 2.5 weeks, I wouldn't be against it. 81s go for a little bit too much. That 81's going for 7,000 coins, which is 65. I should have just listed them straight right there. That was my bad. I will do that going forward. I'll list them on the market just right from there. So I don't have to go back to my binder, then to relist it. As you see, I grinded up to level 79. I know a lot of other people have grinded a little higher, but we got our Tory Holt there. We are very, very much prepped. Wait, this is 7,800. There, we'll go 77. A lot of people have gotten to. If you gotten to level cap yet, you grinded out. I kicked a lot of field goals while watching some. I think it was Amazon. I caught up on all the free seasons of Doctor Who, and you know, not a big fan of the Last Doctor. But that's not Mutt related. Sorry, off the beaten path there. So that's kind of the whole thing. Grind and keep your eyes watching Netflix, Twitch, all that good stuff. So for the future, if we're going to look at... I want to go back and talk about what kind of cards we're speculating besides from Megatron for Detroit, right? We see... I don't know why... Like, yeah, Toronto is kind of covered by that thing, but... Who would be our Houston? Who is going to be Houston? Houston, do we have a problem? Could it be Hopkins or Watkins coming on Friday? Do you think they'd throw Hopkins, another wide receiver, at us on Friday? I mean, that makes little sense, right? If they do Ghosts of Past on Friday with Megatron being the set reward, like Mclaurin was the set reward here, weird so many receivers, first of all. Second, who would if Megatron's a 95, which I hope he would be, or would he be a 96? Last year, 96. Maybe this year it's one overall lower. But last year, weren't the futures 93? But we'll just say he's 95. All right? So 94 overalls will go into the set if they're Ghosts of Past? Or do you think they go Ghost of Presence? Ghost of Present to put into a Ghost of Past set? Man, these trophies, these rerolls not working out for us so hot right now. Yeah, reroll them, rebalance them. Sucks. So yeah, it'll be an interesting few days here. And tomorrow we don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe we will get signatures again. Another limited. Do they say how long Sherman is in packs for? Let me check. They might tease him on the front of the page. Store. It's not loading for me. It didn't get all frosty and shit. No Frosty the Snowman for my ass. Sad. Sad. Alright, let's go back to it. Zero chill. We'll do a couple more rerolls, then we'll wrap the video up. Alright, yeah. So terrible luck. Duke barely profiting on even 84 rerolls. Wait, was that a profit? 255? I don't even remember what I got. Too early in the morning. I'm not used to waking up this early. And that's it. Alright, we're done. We're done rolling. So far, did not do that well on rerolls. No Richard Sherman for me. Let me know what you guys get. Hopefully you guys get luckier than I do. Are you guys doing the set? Are you getting the new cards? I got Bush already as the rookie premier, so I don't think I'm going to get Burns. But it's an alright drop. Thanks for watching Call to Action. I'll see you tomorrow.